Feature Friday.
The freshest. Oh, yeah, this is about to get hot.
So,
Alright.
this is an interesting one, right? Because, so Lay in 2019, or 2020? 2019.
2020.
Lit
Early
released.
2020. I think it
really?
is. Mm-hmm.
Check. So,
Yes.
the next artist is Lay. And he had, I don't know if it was last year or the previous year, arguably, in my opinion at least, the best music video of that year with Lit.
Ever.
And he was actually also the director of it and stuff like that. It was 2 years ago, buddy.
No.
Oh, 1 year ago.
Lit.
Okay,
ago.
so last year, about this time, January, Feb.
It was really early 2020, yeah.
Not to flex, but he checked out the video. And that was fucking
Kinda
mind-blowing.
weird, yeah.
But then, this is obviously what he'd released
Last year.
Late last year.
Yeah.
To close out the year, and there was some issues with the performances. He wasn't happy with how it came out. It seems he's very critical of things, and you can tell by perhaps the pressure of the first one. And it's called Flying Apsaras.
Yeah, that's right.
Apsaras.
I think it's the music video was teased, and instead it was released. The dance practice was released, and
You got the
nothing
teaser?
else. Yes, and nothing else was released after that. And a lot of people were saying that he just wasn't, very satisfied with the final product of the music video after doing, the whole
visualizer.
Yeah, the whole
Have a look at
production
this.
for the music video itself.
Butterfly, yeah.
The dragon again. What the fuck? Flying Apsaras. That is fucking mental. I think also maybe what could have happened, mate. It's maybe this was during during the pandemic, right? So maybe just difficulties of staff getting people, availabilities. Lots of shit could have happened.
Yep.
It's not easy to come out and do something of that magnitude. So maybe he's postponed it. Maybe he will do another video. I mean, I want to see that video.
That
And I think
100%.
1,700,000 people also agree.
I
That
would
was just
totally,
a teaser, like a visualizer.
That was a very strong impression, I would say. That leaves a really strong impression in your head. I love the surrealism when it comes to his music videos.
Yeah.
They're the surrealist, impressionist approach to the music videos are so immersive, and I love that about his music, because I feel like, musically speaking, his albums do a really good job at that, at creating a visual picture of only sound and music stimuli, but paired up with this, abnormally great visualizations of work itself. It's just really trippy, it's a lot, and I love it because it doesn't feel overwhelming.
Yeah.
It actually makes you put yourself in that world really easily.
The only thing that's available then is the dance practice.
That's right.
We do get to listen to the full song, which is obviously good. So let's give it a watch.
And the song is available in all streaming platforms.
Same as the EP?
I don't know.
Really?
But I think this song is available in all streaming platforms, yeah.
Because usually it comes out with an EP, right?
Yeah.
I mean, even the dance video, what the fuck?
Oh, gosh. Oh, that's pretty freaking sick! See, that's the thing, it's just so cinematic.
Oh, sick.
Holy guacamole, man!
不
a dance perspective, I've always admired the work that amplifies simplicity and sharpness rather than complexity and fast movements. I think there is so much charm, there's so much power in stillness and the understanding of that. And I think this is the prime example of prioritizing the cinematic effect that you're hearing through very simplistic and sharp, precise movement. This is literally the pinnacle example of less is more done correctly.
Physically, that's like the physical embodiment of that concept.
Yes, and given the intensity of the track and how you're working on this suspended sharp and minor keys, you have all of these atmospheric sounds happening, really high reverb. There's a lot of cinematic effects happening in the music production of the track.
Kind of epic feel, big
That's
stage.
That's right. So there's a lot to really get complicated in the choreography, which I feel that in the later half, I think as the song progresses, we will see more complexity being implemented. I think that's my impression so far.
Would be the natural progression.
I would think so.
You would think.
Yeah, I would think there's growth to come, absolutely. But what really freaking struck a chord right now was the smooth transitioning, the positionings between the dancers. Gosh, they look like they're robots and I love that. That's so intense. Yeah, that's so sharp,
Ooh. They're so calculated.
Yeah. Fantastic, you see what I mean? See, those transitions are so smooth. I love that. Oh my god, fantastic. I wonder where the influences come from. No, in the choreography, there's a lot of stillness and culturally influenced movements there. I would love to know what the origin is. Me being super ignorant and all that, but I love the you know how much core control you need to give that precise freaking fine cut movements. They're so cool.
Well, I would imagine that all the symbolism he would have utilized in the video or that we saw in the visualizer certainly does have a meaning, and perhaps that's type of a
the choreo must be intertwined.
The fact that everything seems to be so calculated and detailed, it probably wouldn't surprise me that it is inspired by some sort of a god or some sort of a
martial art type thing. It looks very
culturally, it's just some type of movement or movement art. I'd love to know if you do know that, and perhaps he has spoken about this in interviews and stuff. Do forward it to us. It would be really interesting to know more about this. Pull it back, mate.
Sorry, it kind of reminds me a little bit like Tai Chi moves.
Okay.
That's the closest thing I in my head that goes to. I don't know if
that's Chinese, right?
I don't know.
Me neither.
Well, there you go.
Kung Fu is Chinese, and I guess that has different styles, right?
Does it look a bit like Kung Fu to you?
Tai Chi is Chinese. Yes, Tai Chi is Chinese.
So I remember taking some Tai Chi classes when I was a kid with my grandmother.
What?
Yeah, we used to go to the park and take this Chinese Tai Chi classes in the park. Yeah,
nice.
It was all about the breathing and control movements and stuff. It was pretty cool. It's like finding the right source of energy for every movement.
The grounded movements.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, but I don't know exactly where it comes
awesome,
from.
And it looks fucking amazing.
Yeah. It's a lot of mental work more than physical is madness.
Wow.
So modern, yeah, cool. Dude,
That's so freaking cool.
I feel like it should have been in Dune.
Yeah. What? Play it again. Simplicity is just... That is so sick!
Yeah.
She's gonna do that thing again? Come on. Oh!
Freaking wonderful!
I love it. All those women are so good looking.
Oh my god, I love that that's how it starts as well.
That shit doesn't seem real.
Oh, that's awesomeness.
It doesn't seem real. I didn't know humans could move like that.
Oh, that is fantastic. Jesus, what? That is cool, 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 cool. And I love that my prediction was wrong. I love that the growth and the most intense part of the song was actually based on the visual effects that you can provide with slow-mo and quick, fast-paced movements.
It certainly did get more visually stimulating and more complex. Made
With
perhaps,
the formations, but not with the core essence of the choreo.
but I guess that's still choreography becoming more complex in its manner.
Oh,
because
no,
it's
definitely.
components, right? Multiple
I
components.
totally
of
agree,
a
but I
choreography.
thought perhaps they would integrate
go
more.
crazy out of things. Yeah.
Integrate more actions, more movements into it. I really like what they've chosen to do.
You know what's
though.
funny? I think this is the best dance performance video I've ever seen. Yeah, I kid you not.
I agree.
I think like we did a quiz long ago by one of our it was like a video for
Fufu.
Uwu Fufu. Yeah, for Uwu, that's right, for Uwu Fufu. And it was like a quiz. It's this website where you can get quizzes and stuff.
It's very
And
fun.
one of them was like the best K-pop dance practice of all time.
Yeah.
If that shit, I guess it wouldn't have one of all time because of all time means also there's a bit of nostalgia. That's what it represented in the moment. But technically and visually speaking, I don't think I've ever seen another idol or just artist dance practice as good as that.
No, I don't think so. I
That
think-
shit was literally what I imagined Dune would be like in a
Yeah,
dance.
yeah, I totally agree. But if Dune was Chinese,
Yeah, literally, virtually. Well, because what the fuck is Dune? It's like Dune is like it's in another planet,
that's right. That's right.
you know. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think this is genuinely the best dance practice I've ever seen in my life.
I think so too.
Of all artists, like
I think,
West, East, North, South.
yeah, choreography wise, freaking bloody smart. Then you have performance aspect of this freaking choreographers, and it wouldn't surprise me if he was the choreographer
Go
too.
down
'cause,
the
like,
crits.
knowing the type of
Put them
man
up
he
so
is.
people can see.
It doesn't say.
It is an EP though. It is out.
Oh yay!
It's flying.
Fun.
Apsaras, which I think means butterfly.
Samadhi.
Real fire.
Aesthetic monk.
That's not aesthetic.
Ascetic monk.
And
Sorry.
then the shepherd boy.
What?
Ooh.
He sounds so epic. Even his freaking names for songs,
So-
they're so epic.
So in China, when he releases his things, are they still under SM?
yes, that's his label.
Right.
Yeah, that's his label.
Very cool.
Sub label.
I guess,
SM
right.
in China, but it's still SM.
I like, idol contracts are very complicated stuff, but one of the things I do like in comparison to the West is that they do allow them to do their own work. They do encourage that. Obviously, more money for the label, more stuff for the label.
Yeah.
They always win. But it is cool that they allow that, you know, in comparison to traditional approaches to labels in the West,
Yes.
especially in the US and the UK, even in this, you know, South America, that was not the case ever, especially in groups. And that's a lot of the time where it led to disbandments and just preferential treatments, because some people would get that, some others wouldn't. So it's really weird. But one of the things that they do seem to do well there is that we could speak about idol contracts and how fucked a lot of them are,
Yeah.
and how rough it is being that. But
I mean, we've read some pretty terrible
Yeah,
horror stories.
we've heard a lot, you know, being a bit closer with the guys from DKDK, like getting to know some, because they were on the inside for a good while, and they still are, like, that's what they report, right? So it's rough, man, like, it's really rough, especially, not maybe with the big labels, there's obviously other horror stories with the big ones as well, but even just the ones that even don't get to the press, and maybe the ones that you never hear about, with the smaller labels and stuff like that, so it's really rough.